And quite incredibly, we're going to take a quick commercial break as the lead changes once more, and Scott Dixon puts the 0-2 at the head of the field. And welcome back again to Daytona. The Corvette looks like it served a penalty, heads back out on track.
Came in a lap early, Martin, in the yellow flag, remember?
Right.
Came in before the GTs were allowed, but obviously he was getting some work done, so I don't think it's made a lot of difference. That's the battle for the overall and DP lead, fighting the way through there, the black 95 car.
That's now a long way back, actually. The orange car of Dave Cameron was in third. Ryan Hunter-Reay in the 95 picking his way up. And Scott Pruitt, who was at the front of the field early on, down in 9th place in the 0-1. That's the other red, white and blue Target Chip Ganassi racing car. In fact, that's the Telmex Chip Ganassi racing car.
That's the one with the blue front.
Yeah, the one with the red front with the Target on that.
There it is.
The Target one that leads the race. So Cameron...
So it's all changed again.
And Angelelli, yes, they are swapping places left, right and centre.
So
Nemo Gidley is second. Or is he? He was second at the line. That's as close as we get when we rejoin in the middle of a lap. And Martin, apologies incidentally for jumping in and out. We are being led by our colleagues who are providing the feed for us at Speed TV in the States. So when they go, we have to go, even if we've only had half a lap of green racing.
I thought I was watching a 24-hour race. Clearly, it's a 20-minute sprint at Alton Park here. Someone hasn't told the driver.
Well, last year, it's the wet weather. Hobbs has obviously said it's 20 minutes at Alton Park. You've got to get on with it, boys. But last year was exactly that, all the way through right to the very end. There's the Lola 75 bright green car with Ricardo Zonta, ex-Mercedes factory driver, of course, in the GT1. Yes, he was with not Bob Wallach, Jochen Mass, thank you. And no, not Jochen Mass.
Was he not?
No. Anyway, getting on, and of course raced for BAR in Formula 1 as well, and he has now moved his way up in that car to 6th place, chasing Alex Kearny. But there is the bottleneck that's allowing Scott Dixon to get away to the tune of 2.5 seconds on the last lap. The number 2 car rather than the 0-2 car, and it's doing a very good job at holding off the Gainscote car at the moment.
There's your leader, Scott Dixon, in the Ganassi Racing with Felix Sabatti. BMW, Riley and Scott.
Moving
no traction control, only 500 horsepower, only 500 horsepower. And I'm watching a couple of the forums, including the Midweek Motorsport Listeners Collective there on Facebook, and there's a few people saying not enough horsepower for these cars. Tell that to the guys who are driving them now.
Yeah.
Zero traction control.
Plenty now.
And as we were hearing from our American colleagues earlier on when we were talking to them, many of whom have raced here, including Calvin Fish, the banking is not flat out in the wet, not by a long chalk. Great move there around the outside.
Well, it is until you hit water. Yes, it was a good move round. Ryan Hunter-Reay picks up a spot in the 95 Crown Royal NPN racing car. In fact, so Christophe Bouchou started that car. It's now being shown by timing as Ryan Hunter-Reay.
So they have done that, I think.
Or have they really? Inside the first half an hour, would you do that? Take Bouchou out?
It was an hour. It was 53 minutes. 57 minutes. That's almost a full. That is a full stint normally.
Yeah, but would you take Bouchou out in these conditions and put Ryan Hunter-Reay, a man who races in championships where they don't run in the rain, in the rain?
Maybe.
Subtract at least one in from there.
23, Martin Ragginger leading.
Yeah, Martin Ragginger. Now, the story behind this car, John, is he has been giving it a bit of a ragging in qualifying.
It's Ragginger to riches, because he was in the wall in turn 6 earlier on in the week. Alex Job Racing not too far away, down the coast about 60 miles south of Daytona to Tavares. Unfortunately for them that they are so close, but that car was very badly damaged, Martin, and they had to take it away.
Yes, they thought it was, and in fact it's not entirely.
No, that's Craig Stanton's car.
It's Craig Stanton's car.
That's Craig Stanton's car.
Losing its rear window, the windshield, rear wind. Now they have a windshield only at the front.
Now that's very interesting. That's the back of that 44 Porsche. And
well, now what happens normally? He's got both windows open. What happens normally when you punch the screen in is it punches the back screen out. So
he's going to have to come in.
They've got a problem with visibility, and they've now got a problem with the rear window going out. For second place then, and that looks like that pass has been completed. Max Angelelli, who went backwards at the start, now coming back towards the front. Yes, it definitely is. And again, seeing perhaps balances. That's a Dallara chassis, but the Doran racing car, the number 77 car, is in front of it. Also a Dallara. Going backwards, Dave Cameron's Crawford, and the Lola right behind as well. The Krone Racing Lola.
You must stop calling him Dave.
Picking up. Yeah, Dane Cameron, I beg your pardon. Dane, I'm thinking Celebrity Big Brothers, yeah.
This is Ricardo Zonda. This is the only Lola in the race. Krone Racing, run by Tracy Curran, the oil magnate, American oil magnate. He's raced in the American Le Mans Series as well. And the Lola has had a win in the championship last year, much more suited to the tight, twisty circuits. But we've been told by everyone we've talked to at the Speedway this week, if it's wet, that higher downforce, and just look at the next time you see the front of the car as we look at the GT leaders. Oh, goodness me, and he nearly gets taken out into turn 1. And in fact, there has been a problem with that car.
Well, there was a couple of GT cars there, hasn't there? So the number 2 car of Dane Cameron in trouble. He was in 5th position, and he has made contact with somebody. Look, he's gone down the side of them. Left front is damaged. Left rear, the deck has come up as well.
Well, who was that doing the super mighty outbraking? That was on board with the...
Was that Scott Tucker? Because he was the car behind Ricardo Zonta, and he was going down the outside because the inside was chock full of GTs. Let's have a look. Here we go in real time. Now, he spun it!
On the white lines, Martin. Too much braking on the transition on the white lines. And he's locked up the wheels. Very difficult to get the brake balance right in this. You want a little bit more to the back than you'd normally
have. Right rear
puncture.
Now,
cause or effect?
Yes, exactly. I was wondering.
Here we go.
Look to the right rear.
Banking.
Sits down there.
No, it's okay there.
No,
there it goes, you're right. And look at the rear wing's gone as well.
Yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it? The tyre just exploded
and the window.
As he hit the brakes.
Watch the rear window pop.
Sits down in the middle of the corner.
Right in the tri-oval across the start.
And that is the real sphincter moment there.
Ooh.
And then as he hits the brakes and the heat suddenly soars in the disc, instantly up to 1,000 degrees, bang, what's left of the tyre explodes. And the good news is that nobody else hit him. And the good news also is that
he's not
damaged left front corner. It was just a puncture at the rear.
Correct.
And he didn't have to do an entire lap with it thrashing around.
Engine cover off, of course, because the air was running through it the wrong way. Now, this is the onboard shot. We saw the huge closing speed.
Look for the speed. Oh, look at the
headlights!
Oh, missed that. I was watching the tail end of the Lola so closely when we saw it live first time. Missed the headlights coming towards us completely, and he's already on the apron.
Now, he's taking the long way around. He's going round the NASCAR circuit, and it's a full course caution, Martin. Now, second of the afternoon.
Now, the rim was loose there as well, so that's why he had the puncture, a loose rear wheel after the tyre change, perhaps. Again, we go to yellow flag running. Back at Daytona, and in a wet start to the 24 hours, a third caution period. The first, of course, is when they started the race, and because of this rear puncture that caused a big spin, and right after the line, John, so he's got to do the entire lap on the infield there. The number 2 car, not the 02, our race leader, but the number 2 car of Dane Cameron. There's the...
He did miss out the infield section. He sensibly just drove straight through stock car 1 and 2, and he's gone around. The full course caution will have been for the debris. Those pictures a few moments ago. He's made it back in the pitch. You can see quite clearly the Bear Racing mechanics going to work on the right rear of that car. They'll be looking for suspension damage. They'll be looking for wishbone damage there. And there, see, he's wiggling it. And
well, that's the acid test of a mechanic, isn't that? Structural engineering there. Does it woggle?
Do you know what? Do you know what? I think he's had a brake explode there, or a brake problem, because there's bits dropping off there. I
wouldn't be surprised if it's still bits of rim and stuff. Also, they've got a problem in the right hand corner of your screen below the speed logo with their refueling gantry. So things are really looking up. It's rather exciting. Well, we believe Speed were live on air, and no, here they come. They're just coming back from their break.
It's cleared up. The good news is it's cleared up and we've got racing. Let's talk about the front of the field, where Scott Dixon leads by something like 2 seconds from Max Angelelli in second. So the 0-2 from the 10 to the 77 of Memo Gidley in third position. He's another 1.6 seconds further back. Let's get back to the live pictures.